Hi everyone, so today we'll be trying out this new die, stamp, and stencil set from Diamond Press they brought to HSN. It's called Farm Life, so I'm sure it's going to be adorable. Let's check this out. They did send this item free of charge from our review, and of course all opinions are my own. And the links I'll have in the description box will be affiliate links, excuse me, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items. Those links, look at the little barn, oh my gosh. So let's get this guy open. Yeah, let's check it out. So these items were brought for the May 13th craft day, but if you're seeing this video, that generally means it's available already. So again, I always update the links with everything that Diamond Press has brought. Again, it might be embedded in the video there for you guys. Oh, look at the little cow. Okay, all right. Well, let's look at the inspo. I love the little chicken wire I'm looking at right here. So the stencils have a lattice look. Looks A2-ish, and then the other one looks like a slimline. Buffalo check. We love that kind of plaid. And then your chicken wire, which is so cute. Oh, look at little bales of hay. My goodness, with Stampin' Dies, right? So we have a little rooster. You have your barn there, and the die for it, the stamp. So you can pair those up. You have little like fencing, the cow, and these look really like real. You know what I'm saying? Like the imaging isn't like cutesy. It's more of a legit looking little pig, you know? And then the little hen there with some eggs under her. You have a duck, little goat, and stamps and dies for all those things. Bunnies, you know, little ducklings, you have some sprigs, all the dice for that, little chicks, another bunny here facing a different direction, a little chick that just hatched, a bee, and like a little egg, and all those stamps and dice for those. You have words like down on the, and then welcome to the, so you have the lettering for farm, you're the, and then goat, which is so funny. So if you're not familiar, goat means greatest of all time, so it's a pun on that one. You have a cool little kind of oval window kind of shape. Oh, we might have some fun with this. Let's see. And then things like rise and shine, made with love, celebrate, and go hog wild. And then some inspo there for you. Super cute. Good size. Let me show you just some measurements. Let's see. This frame out is just about 3 inches tall, the metal to metal, so it's going to be a little bit smaller than that, by 2 1/4-ish. The barn here is like 3.5 with a little weather vane on top, by like 3 1/4, and then the fencing and stuff, you can say, is a little bit smaller than that. The lettering for farm. You have this. I love the inspo with like the color that's already on here. Very cute. Goats, they're not super tiny. Hopefully you can kind of tell by the size of the farm, you know, good sized little animals there. And then the bales of hay and things like that. Hey girl, Hay, that's funny. And then you have the folder for your marquee for, you know, die cutting. But if you don't have a marquee and you have a different machine, these will definitely go through, these metal dies will go through any machine that cut thin metal dies. And you get that question pretty often. If the marquee is available there on HSN, I'll also link that. That's one thing I do get asked about, where you can get the machine. Buffalo check. Again, A2 size. I'm just going to measure the inside portion because that's probably what you want to know. It is like 5 3/8, so just under 5.5 by about 4. Okay. And then this one, this inside portion is, yeah, about 5.5. You know, I'm kind of eyeballing this, guys, by 4 1/4. And then the slimline area, 8.5 by just under 3.5. Okay. So I'm going to grab a card base and inks, papers, all that kind of good stuff, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I have an idea to make a card where the little character kind of spins around. So I haven't made one of those in a very long time. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around that because it's been a while. Let's do a standard A2, and it's going to have to open... Excuse me, and it's going to have to open the way a normal card just opens instead of like long ways, even though if you want to put in the marquee, you can do this long ways. I just need it to spin around, and it would be weird if it spun around when it was up. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to use a larger machine just to get this card base going, but 5.5 inches. So yeah, I knew this paper was a little too big. So 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So I'm just making a card base right now. Nothing special. And then, we don't have to fold it quite yet. I'm going to have an opening, so you're going to see through the card, but I'm going to put this dark green in the background and put the light green in the front. So I'm going to do this one 5 3/8 because that's kind of matte layering I like, but matte layer however you would like. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I'm not going to glue those together yet, but I am going to pass them through at the same time so that the die is exactly, you know, cutting this where I want it to be. So we have that. And then for the inside of the card, I'm just going to use this green cardstock here. Looks like I cut some weird way. Okay, let me see. I don't know if that's straight. That's the only problem. I don't think it is, but I'll just use the side of this to get the straight line. Also 4 1/8. Hopefully, yeah, that looks good. That's straight. By 5 3/8. All right. Just to line the inside of the card. And I think that's all we're going to do with this. So I need to keep that. And this stuff is done. Okay. I might do a little stenciling. I wasn't going to, but we do have a stencil, so maybe we'll add some. What I need next is this guy. I guess on the card base we can get that going. And then I'm going to stamp our little goat, and we're going to do some stamping on this too. So I'm going to take this and run this through. I'm not gluing it down yet because in between these two layers I'm going to add a string that's going to help our little goat twirl around. So what I want right now is just, where do I want to put it? So if we have you're the and then goat, right, that'd be cute. Okay. We need some, this stuff. Very washy. Come on. So I did a crop at home this last weekend. I left my tape out in the RV. So I just need to grab this. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to get a good amount of tape. So I'm just putting this wherever I feel like, but you know, wherever you think is good. I'm going to tape it towards the inside because it's going to come out anyway. And, well, actually, I'm going to put this over here. I don't want this paper to move, but I'm going to put one more piece. And like I said, I'm just going to run this through a larger machine so I can put the whole thing right through. Whatever that is for you. Go ahead and do that. You can lay the whole thing out because obviously it's just going to cut through here. If you have older plates and you're scared, I would just leave it out here. What I'm trying to say is your plates are kind of marred up. You don't want to get that onto this cardstock. Just put it towards the end, wherever it is that you really need it to be. I'll do my whole plate sandwich and I'll run this through. I'll be back. Okay, I just want to make sure that cut all the way through because there's a couple layers. And like I said, we didn't tape it yet or glue it yet. So that's not the biggest deal. We're just going to remove this carefully. This guy did cut through it, just, there it is. And I will be right back. Okay, so everything here, ready to go for the next part. I just need a little piece of this because I think we're just going to stamp the one little goat. Was this here? Yeah, possibly. There we go. Where is our goat? Little guy, he's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there he is. This is alcohol ink marker paper because I'm probably just going to color this little guy in with some alcohol ink marker. Or, yeah. I will say it's not symmetrical, so I can't cut two pieces because you need to sandwich two pieces on top of your thread so it can spin around. So the next one, I'm just going to cut another either white piece or however. There are ways of doing, like, you do your stamping and you stamp it like on an acrylic block. So put your stamp on, you know, your block, stamp it onto another acrylic block or like a gel plate or these kinds of things, and then pick it up again on your paper. It's just the whole thing. I'm not gonna get into all that. We used to do things like that way back in the day. It just didn't come out too well. So for me, I'm just gonna put another piece of cardstock behind this, and that's just fine. And I'm going to use a hybrid ink, water-based ink or hybrid ink if you're using alcohol ink marker paper, alcohol ink markers, excuse me. And ooh, look how cute. I mean, he is a real goat-looking goat. There you go. So we're gonna let that set up. I'll grab some markers. You can see there's not gonna be a lot of inking on that guy. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, actually, let's go ahead and move on and do this other portion. I'm gonna put that little stamp there. I'll clean it up later. With this guy. So we cut our window. You can use those for another card or just not use them. Let's see here. And you're the... I would use a smaller block or a stamp precision press if you're afraid, but I'm just going to ink this up and we'll stamp that right there. This is of course, cardstock that has texture to it. So I'm gonna really make sure it's soaking in. You're the. And then goat is on this other carrier. Oopsie. And my dad always had some kind of animals, if not chickens and roosters and pigs and sometimes goats. It wasn't our favorite, at least not my favorite to eat. So, and they're kind of mean. You all know that. So let's just put this here. I think he'll love this card. He'll think it's funny. Okay, you're the goat. And let me put this stuff away. I'm going to get some green ink so we can do some tone-on-tone inking on this guy. Okay, guys, so I chose this one. I mean, oh, actually, let's do the chicken wire. Either one. I'm just going to do a little something that's going to be kind of behind here. You know, you can still write a little something up at the top and then down here as far as your message, or just on the back of the card. But I always think about those things as I'm creating cards, so I don't know. I just want a little bit of something, a little texture. Right in this little area. Yeah, cute. Okay, so that'll be behind there. When we get there, let me wash my hands and wash this guy off, and we will finish up. Okay, guys, so I just grabbed some brown colors. Because, you know, I don't know what color you want to do a little goat here. I will say this looks like a little lady goat, because there's some little... Are they called udders on goats too? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to use like a medium kind of brown, and then just a little lighter one, you know, whatever it is. Actually, I forgot about the little udders part, so I don't know. I'll grab a different color for that. So just a little bit of color. Yeah, that's a little too pink. I might have to go back and grab a different color. I'm going to soften that pink. I'm going to blend it out just because I like a little whitish kind of creamy colored goat. I don't know. And the little horns can be like a brown. And again, this is a very small image, so like I'm not going too much into the detail of this. But yeah, let me blend this out a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I found another color. I can blend all that out. And then maybe I'll do a little black on the hooves, which for me is always a super dark gray. I don't really usually use black because it colors in everything, you know. So just do that. Pretty good. And just on the little udders here. Okay. And then I'm just going to line this a little bit of gray there. Okay, so we're going to use the die to cut this guy out, and so I'm just going to back it with, again, another, probably the same color. I'm just going to run it through the same white, because sometimes some papers are different colors, so even though this is alcohol ink marker paper, I'm going to go ahead and use it just to do the backing of the little goat that we're going to need to make this little spinner card work. And it can also be my guide, so I'm going to run this through, right, and then... Again, whenever I do this trick, I'm always looking for a side that's like flat. So I'm going to run it through this side here. And then that'll help me cut my little goat out perfectly also. So we have that. And I'll need this piece, so of course I'm going to hold on to it. And then I'm just going to open this up. Do not remove it. And just make sure you pop it right back down the same little opening we just made. And I'm just using that to line it up around my little goat so I can see perfectly where this is going to cut. Make sure that goes right back down in the same spot. Usually I have a piece of cardstock that's a little bit bigger or whatever we wrote on. So I'm going to try to hold that together. Let's make sure we're picking them up together. And run that through. And I always hold on to it as I'm running it through also, just as an added layer of making sure it doesn't shift. I usually don't try to put that much tape on my little project because I don't want to end up ripping it off, especially if we just did our coloring. You know, sometimes it gets wet or moist, the paper, and it's a little more delicate, but that's all right. Look. Okay, so we are pretty much there. So let me grab some thread. I mean, you can use twine, whatever it is. I'm going to use thread, so it's going to be very fine. and harder to see. So that's good. But I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold my card that we scored earlier, my card base, and we can glue this guy in. Glue that guy in. And we're just matte layering that in here. Cute little background. And then this guy. So what did oh yeah. I just grabbed this spool. This is like the oldest thread. Hopefully it doesn't just break on me, but we're just gonna, just the smallest piece. I mean, you don't need that much. And I'm gonna glue this little goat to that. So turn that over. And I'm gonna put plenty of glue on this. I mean, you don't want it all out everywhere, but you also don't want the little goat to slip off, so we want to make sure of that. I'm gonna put my little thread right down the center, and then this guy that we cut, I'm gonna use it too. So I'm gonna put that guy right on top of there. I'm gonna pick it up and just make sure it looks nice. Yep, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna let that set up for a moment before we use it. Look how cute though. I mean, I love the way it's very fine, you know, the detail, the way the die cut the image there. I'll be right back. Just make sure that's good and secure. And then this guy, we're just going to put this guy back on here. How cute is that? We're going to want to keep him kind of like in here nice and taut. Maybe I'll put a little something just to help me to begin with. Put a little double-sided tape. Find the spot where we're happy, like right there. Put this on here. One more piece. Kind of nice and taut. Doesn't have to be like super, you know, banjo string tight or whatever. Guitar string. But nice and taut while we're here. And then we'll trim off some of this. I still leave a good amount because I don't want it to end up slipping out and causing problems. You can definitely leave the carrier on that tape that you just used, but I'm going to go ahead and just remove it again. Don't want it to end up making anything slip out. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get this guy all loaded up with glue. Especially right here where that string is, right? And that will be our fun card. So I'll put that there. I'm gonna hold that down and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so to set this up, as you can see everybody wants to do that, before you send it out, is give it a good many twists. I will say if you use twine, just twist in the way that the twine will go instead of untwisting, you know what I'm saying? Because twine's kind of twisted up. And so that should be enough, I don't know. So there it is. Send it off, and when the person receives it, they can turn it. And the little goat will turn all in there. That is so cute. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks so much, Die Press, for sending these items for review. Of course, you can deck it out more. I just kept it kind of simple, more of a masculine kind of card. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links there in the description box for you. Again, possibly embedded in the video. Excuse me. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.